Imagine an ancient book, not created for the living, but for the dead. A sacred guide that promised safe passage through the dangerous realms of the afterlife. A book filled with spells, incantations, and divine secrets, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Its origins go back over 4,000 years. The earliest funerary writings were carved into the walls of pyramids, known as the pyramid texts. Later they appeared inside coffins, called the coffin texts. Over centuries, these writings evolved into papyrus scrolls that were carefully placed inside tombs, wrapped alongside the mummified body. To the Egyptians, this wasn't a book of stories. It was a survival manual for eternity. The scrolls contained over 190 spells, but no two books of the dead were identical. Each was customized for the person who owned it, written by priests who tailored the magic to the individual's journey. Some were just a few feet long, while others stretched over 70 feet. The texts were so sacred that even the ink and papyrus were believed to hold magical power. At the heart of the Book of the Dead was one terrifying trial: the weighing of the heart. Egyptians believed that the soul carried every deed, every thought, every sin inside the heart. Before Osiris, the god of the underworld, the heart was placed on a scale and weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the symbol of truth and cosmic balance. If the heart was lighter, the soul was pure and entered paradise. But if it was heavier, it was fed to Amit, a monstrous creature with the head of a crocodile, the body of a lion, and the back legs of a hippopotamus. For the Egyptians, this was the ultimate punishment, complete annihilation of the soul. But the Book of the Dead wasn't only about judgment. Many spells were practical, even strange. Some helped the dead breathe again. Others protected them from venomous snakes or deadly crocodiles lurking in the underworld's rivers. Certain incantations gave the deceased the power to transform into a falcon, a lotus flower, or even a god. These transformations symbolized freedom, rebirth, and divine strength. The illustrations on the papyri weren't just decoration. They were sacred maps of the unseen world, guiding the soul through mountains of fire, lakes of knives, and dark halls guarded by demons. Every image carried a code, every color a meaning. Red for danger, green for life, black for the fertile soil of rebirth. Some papyri, like the famous papyrus of Ani, are masterpieces of both art and spirituality. They show us that the Egyptians believed the afterlife was not a shadowy dream. It was a continuation of life itself, filled with gods, tests, and eternal rewards for those who were worthy. The Book of the Dead didn't just vanish with the fall of Egypt. Greek philosophers studied Egyptian beliefs, and echoes of its teachings can be found in later ideas of heaven, hell, and divine judgment. Even today, the concept of a final judgment and the weighing of the soul feels hauntingly familiar. To the Egyptians, death was not the end. It was a dangerous journey, but one that could be conquered with knowledge, faith, and magic. The Book of the Dead was their compass, their shield, and their promise of eternal life. But one mystery remains. Were these texts purely symbolic? Or could they contain fragments of an ancient wisdom that we have yet to fully understand? If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment to share your thoughts.